My name is Elyn Wong. I'm a woman, I'm a designer, and I'm the founder of my fashion label, Stolen. Why the name Stolen? That's probably one of the most asked questions to me. Stolen comes from a quote that I read from Gandhi that says, not in exact words, but it says, those who keep more than what they need are thieves. My style is very minimal and my things are very clean, so it doesn't get there instantly. As a designer, we tend to over-design. This is also the same idea as what Gandhi is saying, just keeping it simple, making it minimal, yeah, taking only what you need. So I thought, as an idea, it's very cool when you put it in the context of fashion. Because to me, everything in fashion is a want, nothing is a need. So as much as I like the glitz and glamour of fashion, I thought as a name that's quite a good reminder for me to stay grounded. Understanding human on a much deeper level kind of makes you create from a different place in you. And I think it helps me understand my customers as well on why they buy certain clothes or what makes them feel good. My day starts exactly the same every day because the start of the day is the most important for me. Basically, it's my little bonding time with my partner in the morning over breakfast and coffee. So to me, that's very crucial because it's almost like how people do their yoga in the morning or their meditation in the morning. For me, this little bonding time it's not long at all. It's like, what, 15 minutes? But that keeps me very sane and grounded and positive in the morning. So that's before the whole insanity starts for the day. What made me do the jump from advertising to fashion is actually insecurity. That's the irony of it all, right? People think that, wow, it's very brave for you to do that. But it was actually insecurity that made me do the switch. You know, as a creative person, creative people are a very strange breed. We get more insecure even when we are more experienced, with more work done, with all the greater work that you do, you actually get more and more insecure. But as we get more experience, we just learn to hide it better. So at that point, I was thinking, look, if I'm good and if I'm creative, I should be able to create anything, not just ads. So that's why I thought, like, okay, I want to find something, another outlet that I can like prove to myself and make myself feel a bit more secure about how good I am. Fashion is something that is no wrong or right. But well, in fact, the more wrong it is, it becomes more right. People kind of celebrate this kind of groundbreaking, boundaries crossing kind of energy. So I really adore that. So I thought, if I want to find something that's challenging, starting a fashion label, it's quite fun. So that's what I did. But bear in mind, it was meant to be just a pet project on the side. It was never meant to be a career. I started when I was about 35. This new switch and a completely new career without any background. But you know, it actually works. Strangely, I guess maybe two reasons. First one is I have too much to lose. I have everything to lose. Everyone is watching like, are you sure? So my pride and my ego doesn't allow me to fail, first thing. Second thing is, you know, all these years, no matter what kind of environment or what kind of experiences you have before, even if you're thinking of changing to a completely different line, all the experiences will never be wasted. Without all my 16 years in advertising, I would never be able to build this brand up. That I'm very certain, or at least I would never be able to build it up so fast and so successfully. I felt like the king of the world when I was in advertising, you know, having this army of like 6, 7 different departments of people helping you materialize your crazy ideas. And you think that anything is possible. So I felt like I could do everything and I'm all that. And then when I came out and do my own, when everything is just down to myself, me and I doing everything, I realized how useless I was. I never felt so small before. That's when I realized like, oh, I need to do everything myself. And it's a really big slap on the ego. That makes me realize how much I don't know. But that's also the time where I grow the most as a person, as a human being. It's very, very much a character building journey, man. So when I first started my business, I don't have any business background. So I feel that I need to get some business acumen. So I went to pick up this course for business owners. So we have a classroom of like maybe 20 people. Everyone have their own little small business. And the first thing, the course leader came in and she looked at all of us and she said, every single one of you wake up every day feeling insecure. So I was like, whoa, she's talking about me, because everyone else like look really steady and very secure, you know. And so that's a negative thing. But then she went on to say the second line, and she said, because if any one of you here is looking for security, you will not be doing business. That line changed my mind. I cannot remember the rest of the course, it doesn't matter, because this thing changed my life. Because I realized as a business owner, you start to have to frame your mind very differently. You have to understand that uncertainty is something that you celebrate and not be afraid of, because uncertainty is what happens every single day. So yes, uncertainty and positivity. And I suppose the third thing that is very important to me was I realized integrity was a very important aspect of being a business owner. Because I realized that my being, my actions, my words are being judged on. Like, people will judge your brand as how you behave. And you have to lead by example. So in a way, I become a much better human being because you become more aware, you become more conscious. So as a brand, running a brand, you need to be what you want the brand to be. It's a bit like being a parent. You know, you need to lead by example. I think for a lot of business owners, there needs to be a little bit of this impulsiveness in us to want to do things and do things now. Yes, we think of consequences, we are aware of that, but we don't overthink it. Because as much as you want to do something safe and make good money, you want to do something different and you want to do something big, and that involves a lot of risk anyways. So I have this bad habit, good or bad habit. I always say yes if I want to do something. If a project comes to me and I'm very interested, I'll say yes first, and then I'll think of how I want to do it. Okay, for any woman who want to start their own business, or men, everybody, anybody, I think the most important thing for me is they find something that's interesting enough and challenging enough that can excite them every day going to work. I think by going in to build something or that kind of business is a bit more meaningful, and they will look forward and it will drive them a lot better. We have only one life. So I am always very thankful that my life now is actually drastically different from like 15 years ago before I started Stolen. I feel as if I'm given a chance to live many lives in one. So it doesn't matter whether my business is successful. To me, it's actually a very successful life already, to be able to explore and do all these things.